As performers, we know audition season can be very overwhelming. There are so many submissions, digital auditions, Zooms, in-person, EPAs, ECCs, non-union. How to navigate all of that can really take a toll on you. But here's the truth. Preparation isn't just about being organized. It's about setting yourself up physically, emotionally, and mentally so that you feel confident that you are able to do the best that you can with what you are given. And trust me, I promise you when I say that a little effort will go a long way to reduce your stress and anxiety. So let's start off by talking about organization of your materials. Your materials are the go-to for this thing, which is the business of what we do. So let's get them in tip-top shape, starting off with number one, your headshots. Are they current? Do they reflect how you want to be seen in the industry now? Are they current with how the industry is flowing right now? So if they're not up to date, you may want to prioritize getting new headshots from a headshot photographer or using what you have right now available to you with contrasting shots for what you want to be seen in this audition season specifically. Next is your resume. Does it highlight your skills, your work, recent, anything that you need to update? Does it appear and look like the format that we're using now and current? Sometimes you're going to have to do a refresh if you're coming back to this. A lot of has changed and shifted in the industry and you have options. Next up is reels and clips. You need reels and clips to submit for majority of the work that we do. Even if they're going to have an EPA or an ECC or it's a non-union call and you're going to go in person, so many theaters now are doing everything online and we know that. And if you don't know that, now you know. Do your reels reflect the work that you want to be seen for right now? Are they current? But most importantly, do they showcase your strengths in regards to the season that we're seeing in this current time period? Even spending a little bit of time and updating a few different clips or a new reel that you didn't have last year will really be effective to get these materials together, make them concise, and to make them powerful. My pro tip here is to have a casting kit, have all this organized so you always have a hub, all of your materials in one space. Next up is to build your audition calendar. Now, here's what I mean by this. So you need to have a method or a routine of how you're going to get up every day. If that's what works best for you, I do this every single morning. As an agent, I still do this every single day because you need to know what's happening and what's going on and be able to click submit or show up and get that calendar organized. First couple of steps here is what are the platforms that are going to be best for you? Actors Access, Actors Equity website, Playbill, casting networks maybe, anything else that really focuses on the area that you live in. Some areas around the country are a little bit different than the others, but those are the main go-to. The other one too is also going to be backstage.com. I also want you to think about adding in any open calls that you want to get. I do this every single month. Search through everything, put it on your calendar. That way, at least if you say it's on my calendar, I'm organized, I'm ready, I know what I'm doing, you have no reason to not go. You also have no reason not to submit if you have all those materials together. You see something, you click it, you look at it on Actors Access, and you submit immediately. Same thing with Backstage, or if you want to get an appointment for an EPA or ECC and you're on Actors Equity website, you can go, great, I already know what I'm doing, it's on my calendar, it's done. Also put in adding deadlines for any type of self-tape callbacks that you get. As soon as you get a callback or request for tapes, whether it's through Actors Access or Backstage or you're self-submitting through some platform, or you get an agent appointment or whatnot, I want you to put a deadline in your calendar a day before those tapes are due. Meaning, you're going to film it, you're going to have it done, you're going to have it edited, you're going to upload it a day before it's due. Generally in musical theater, we have enough time to do this. Film, television, on camera work, not as much, but you should have it done the day before. And the reason why is because if something goes awry, you want to have a buffer. So put that in your calendar every time you get a request. Same thing for callbacks. I want you to list every single one, put it in your calendar. If you treat this as a business here, it will come through here and it will literally show the world that you mean business because you're serious about your craft. Also on your calendar, I want you to go through and block out time to rehearse, to practice, to spend time on your craft. I do this myself every single week. I have a voice lesson. I schedule that with my vocal coach. No matter where I am in the world, I'll do them on the Zoom room. I budget it upfront in my finances, so it's a priority. And 5 days a week, I back up my singing, acting, my time to work on my craft on my own. I back that up to my workout, gym, meditation, stretching time. So I know that I do it 5 days a week, being serious, focusing on my craft. If you need to put that in your calendar, put it in your calendar. Next step to get you prepared for the best audition season that you've had yet is to prioritize your mental health. Cultivate a routine, whether it's daily or weekly, that really sets you up to feel like you have a space and a place to go, a little overwhelmed today, but I know how I can navigate this best for me right now in this chapter of my life. Journal about your goals. Reflect on why you're even pursuing this career. I journal every single morning. It's part of my routine. Pen to paper, quiet time for me makes a huge difference. Set boundaries, avoid social media, and avoid comparing yourself to anybody else in the world. We all know this is the time of year where everybody's posting. I got to call back for this. I booked this. Here I am at this audition. Like, we all know that's going to happen, right? If that doesn't serve you, step away from social media for a bit. You don't have to have it. It's not a necessary thing to work in this industry, no matter what people think. Can it be helpful? Can it be a tool? Absolutely, sure. But that's not going to help you when you walk into the room or you submit for something in our industry. And practice positive affirmations to keep yourself going and your confidence level up. Sometimes you're going to show up in the room, or you're going to submit something and you're going to hear nothing. Or you're going to go in the room and you're going to feel completely deflated because it didn't go the way you wanted it to. So just say, you know what? I showed up. I clicked submit for myself. And that right there is a win already. Let me celebrate that. Because if you don't celebrate the small wins, the big wins are going to be so few and far between that it's going to be a very long and challenging road the way the industry functions right now for you. So I want you to be confident. I want you to give yourself wins, rewards along the way that best serve you. What can you celebrate today? And every single person says, I don't have anything. Wait, I did do this one thing. And I'm like, wait, that's kind of big. Sometimes we have to step outside of ourselves and talk to somebody that we feel confident with, that understands the industry, that gets it, that can say, that actually was a really big win, that thing. Like, you doing that thing, way bigger than you're giving yourself credit for. So find a community, find people privately that you can share your wins. Track your process and progress in a very healthy way. I probably submitted for hundreds, if not thousands of jobs last year, not even including not just me, but my agent. So those numbers, they don't mean anything. What really does matter is that you're tracking your progress with your auditions, your callbacks, how you felt, what type of response you got, what working, what was not working, what was landing, not landing. And let me give you a great example. I had a client very recently who wanted to start getting called back in for more acting-driven jobs. And so we put together an acting reel from tapes she already had, from callbacks she already did, that she can publicly use. And we went through and we just made a highlight reel. It's literally a demo reel because that's what she had. And we pulled the best ones and she used that. And literally she came back in a couple of days and she was like, I am already getting so many more callbacks on Actors Access, Ashley. And I'm like, I know, because we made a big shift, because what you were using before, this one clip wasn't working, and that's okay. If it's not working after a couple of months, then there is work to be had. But you need to be able to track that and be honest with yourself. As the business, the CEO, the boss of this thing, you need to be able to say, what is not landing in my auditions? And what can I do to shift that? And what else can I test out? And that doesn't mean every couple of weeks, but that means give it time to simmer, see what's happening. But if something didn't work for you last year, like you were not getting callbacks, you were not booking, could be that it just wasn't your time. But if you're not getting anything and you're hearing crickets, then there's work to be done and there's things to update. Remember that every audition is an opportunity. It's a free class. It's an opportunity for you to show up in front of people that are going to be able to give you an option, an opportunity, a chance at what you really want in life. And it's a job. It truly is. So every interview, every audition, you have to go all in. And that really does mean showing up, clicking submit, doing the best that you can that day, learning from it, and getting 1% better each time. By taking the time to reset and refocus, you are setting yourself up for success. Not just this one season, but for the long haul. If you want to stay in this industry for more than just, in your 20s. Age is not a factor in this industry other than how you want to be seen right now, how the industry views you, and what's really your jam. I'm rooting for you. And let me know in the comments what resonated with you, what you're updating and testing out. And I can't wait to see what this audition season brings you.